everybody. We're finally going to get this question and answer video out of the way. That way you guys know more about us and all of that good stuff. So let's go inside and get that going. We're finally going to do this question and answer video. We've got a list of questions here because I know I'd forget them if I didn't write them down. So first of all, I'm Haley.
I'm Amanda.
K-Dog.
And the old tire tickler.
Tire tickler. Gary. The first question I have wrote on here is, why did you start YouTube? I wanted to start YouTube. It gave me an excuse to document me and his racing and our family. So we ended up starting a YouTube channel. When did we both start racing? I'm gonna let you start that.
Well, I do believe I raced a handful of times, maybe 4 or 5 times in the end of 2017. Raced about 80% or so of 2018, and then been racing pretty much full time since. This will be my second full year in a mod.
Started out in a B mod.
Started out in a B mod, and that's pretty much as long as I've been racing.
I've been racing since last year. My first night was opening night at St. Francis County last season, and I started in a B mod. This year I am in an A mod. I've raced 2 nights this year. So the next question is, why did we both start racing?
Stop.
All right, we're gonna restart that question. Sorry.
You're leaving that in there.
No, we're just gonna cut it. We're just gonna cut it.
Start that question over again.
Okay. The question was, how did we both start racing?
I actually started racing because my dad and my brother did it when I was young. My dad drove a few times. My brother drove since he was 15, 16 years old. Started out in the street stock, then went to modifieds, and now he's running a sprint car. So that's why I started doing it, because it was always something I thought I could have a lot of fun doing it, and that's why I'm doing it.
I started racing because he raced. I always loved racing and watching my family members do it, and I thought it would be really cool if I did it with my dad as well. So.
And you're a little bit of an adrenaline junkie.
I have a few shirts that say adrenaline junkie on them, and it can't be more true than it is. So the next question is, how cool is, this is from old number 7 garages, Tim Nash. How cool is it to be able to race with your dad? I think it's very cool, and the opportunity is, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Not many people get that opportunity. So for us to even be on the track at the same time is just an awesome experience for the both of us. And I couldn't be more happy that I do it with my dad. So the next question is, are you going to start posting 1 or 2 times a week? The answer to that is, I don't have enough content right now, but if I do, what would you guys like to see? That's kind of a question for you guys. What class do we both drive? We both drive the A modified class. And how old are we?
I'm 39 years old.
I'm 18. How old are you?
I'm 37.
How old are you?
I'm 8.
You're 8.
I am Haley's mom, not her sister.
Yes, we always get that question. Is she my sister? And sometimes we get that I'm the older sister.
Which is odd
I'm
to
not
me.
the older sister, and we're not sisters. So I am her daughter. She is my mom.
Yes, I gave birth to her.
I'm her sister.
Yeah.
What do we do outside of racing? We work.
Is that a question?
Yes. It says, what do we do outside of racing? I work,
And
I go to college. I'm going to be starting a physical therapy assistant program this coming August.
We like to go camping. We go camping a lot. We've always gone camping since Haley was a baby. I did it as a kid. Gary did it with his family as a kid.
I go to school too.
Yep.
Kinley's in the 2nd grade.
Second.
We like to go on vacation, and we like to venture out and see new things, and car rides, and
We're outdoorsy people.
yeah, we like to be outside
Our
and
last-
do fun things.
Our last vacation was at Florida.
Yeah, you guys saw a little bit of that. It was kind of a short video for you guys, just compilation video.
And then I have my own concrete business. That's what I support our race cars with instead of sticking it up for retirement.
There's a little bit of both going
There's
on.
there's a little bit of both, but you know, race cars are expensive and they're only getting more expensive. So
He has 3.
we have 3. If you guys didn't know, go check out the other videos. We've got all 3 in there now. I get lots of comments on TikTok asking if my car is Michael Long's old car. It is his old car that he built. He built it for
Sean Deering. Sean Deering ran it a few nights. Michael also ran it a few nights, and I bought it from Sean as they discussed selling.
So there, that answers that question. Do we have a racing schedule?
No,
We are very much fly by the seat of our pants people at all times of the day. So, the last question I have is the old number 7 garage, and I quote this, is the old number 7 garage your uncle? Yes. Yes, he is.
He's my uncle.
He
He's
is.
his uncle.
We also get the question, how are we related to Tim? Tim is my uncle. He is uncle by relation or
By marriage.
marriage. Kim is my
He's
mom's
married
sister.
to my sister Kim.
Yes.
Gary and Tim actually grew up together, so the connection really starts there before it starts with my sister and I. The whole racing and families thing is tied back to them. Gary's dad, when he had a car, Tim's dad Henry, which I'm sure if you watch Tim's videos you know this, but Tim's dad Henry Nash drove for Gary's dad for a little while, years and years and years ago, when Gary and Tim were both very small. So they grew up together at racetracks, playing together, and
They owned, their dads owned a body shop together too, right?
no.
Or a mechanic shop?
Tim's dad bought the mechanic shop for my dad.
Okay.
yeah, the shop that Tim's dad has now used to be Gary's dad's years and years ago. So there's a lot of connection there. Probably too long to go into on a video, but those two have known each other pretty much their whole life. And when we were teenagers, cruising town in Park Hills was the thing to do. And Gary actually knew my sister from up there first, and Gary and I met in Park Hills cruising, and we've been together for 22 years. Kim and Tim also met each other cruising, I do believe, and they've also been together right around 22 years, so that's how that connection is. So we've both, married sisters, married buddies that have grown up together.
And Amanda said it was love at first sight when she seen this.
It was.
And then not long after they had me, and I made it all better.
And then me.
And as far as her content goes, if she get out of bed about 4:30 in the morning, she'd have a whole lot of content, but she don't get out of bed, so.
Gary's an early riser, so
Yeah.
he gets up at 4:30, 5 o'clock
The
in the morning.
3 of us are not early risers.
No.
Like to
And
put
as
that
little
out there.
As little as 3:30 some mornings.
I don't
He
like.
goes out there and hammers a lot out, and he can't really complain because, most people aren't awake then.
I don't like waking up to go to school.
Me either.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I like
No.
to sleep.
Who wants to be in the garage at 3:30 in the morning? Not me.
Not me.
Yeah.
Well, that's called my time. Nobody bugs me. My phone don't ring, so I get a lot done. And believe it or not, we really don't have a crew. The only guy that helps us is Alex. And
Alex.
Alex has got his own car now, so it's just me and Haley. And then sometimes one of my workers helps me. His name's Bobby when he's around, and when we get rained out. So other than that, it's what you see right here sitting on the couch that gets it done.
Yep.
Alex's car is number 80.
80T.
80T. Yeah, so he's racing this year. There is some of that footage of his first night in a race car in a B-Mod coming up in the next video this week. But the last question, I lied. The last question I have is, why do we both individually love racing? You want to go first?
I'll go ahead.
I don't know if this would be understood from anybody that's never played a sport, but my thing is when I get onto the track, I have a clear head and everything seems to be gone from my outside world other than just thinking about what I need to do on the track. And that's always been something that what would be the word? Like look
Look forward to it.
forward to.
Having a clear mind.
Having a clear mind in sports. I played volleyball growing up, and that was the sport for me that I would go onto the court and I would just have a clear mind and not be able to, or not have to think about anything or the real world, as some would put it. So that's the feeling that I get when I race.
My favorite sport's horses.
Kinley is into horses.
I always love horses and airplanes.
Why do you love racing?
And I love racing because I take everything I do serious, and it's just something that I go 100% at, and which I do everything I do 100% at. So I think, I can take it and be the best at it, and maybe one day I will be, but if not, I did put 100% in it, and everything I do is full throttle, and I don't like being beat, and it's just the way it goes. Maybe before long, next couple weeks, I'll get tired of being beaten and I'll start doing the beating. So I
Never
hope that's
know.
where that goes.
Yeah. No more beating done to us.
No, all 3 of the cars took a beating this weekend. They're all disabled right now. And, working on that, and I'd say they're be ready in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, we are not racing this weekend. We are camping, taking a much needed break from racing.
Yes, already this early.
Already
in the
this
season.
early in the season,
Where are we
yes.
going?
To be determined. Well,
To be determined.
to be determined.
What-
That's to be
no, where are
determined.
we going?
That's to be determined.
And as far as the whole, race cars taking a beating thing, I personally don't think that any true racer that puts 110% of his, mind and effort into a race car will really do anything intentional to, to harm another person or their race car. But I do also think that some people could use better judgment on some of the stuff they do, myself included, because you only have
Myself
a split
included.
second to do it. And that's just how it goes. I don't think nothing's, truly nobody goes out there to junk nobody or take nobody out because it all costs too much. But as my wife would say, we all need to learn patience, and I do too, because,
Nobody
just-
wants to run in the back of the pack the whole race,
Yeah.
but you also can't.
but you also,
Everybody's got to learn. You can't go up front as fast as you would like to.
Right.
Yep, because everybody pays the same amount to get in, and everybody needs to be treated, evenly. It's not just doesn't need to be as rough as it gets sometimes. So
Yes.
we'll take them learning curves and move from it.
It's a forever learning experience.
Yes, racing is, I don't care who you are, even if you have years and years of experience, every time you hit the track, something new can be learned from another driver or yourself or whatever the case may be. I truly believe that something new can be learned every single time. But with that being said, you guys are going to see some of this past weekend's racing coming up.
Shit. If you don't like the way I'm driving, get back on the interstate. Third generation farmer. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey, that's a little pay. You are looking young by driver. I'll get up the road and I'm a purple flower. I'm an international harvester.
Unloading the car.
Ready to get out of there.
Oh, he just ran away from me.
What are you doing, Kenley? What are you doing?
Playing with the dirt.
Grace. Stay right here. Hey, wait.
We are at Poplar Bluff. Titus is hot. It's the first time that he's hit 82-degree weather, and it's the first time that Missouri has hit 82-degree weather in a long time. We just changed the coilover on the left rear that we had on, so put it back to how it was the last time Dad ran that car here, and hopefully we'll do some good tonight. So stay tuned. And if you haven't noticed yet, my saying is apparently stay tuned, because that's where my brain finds itself spitting out words. So I let it happen. What are we gonna do tonight?
See if we can park it.
See if we can park it. What are you gonna say when we park it? We went over this.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, you remember.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Shake and
Shake
bake.
and bake. Gary Gross, aka the Tire Tickler, has me slaving to stand in line for pill draw. I'm just telling them how Tire Tickler has me slaving to stand in this long line.
Yeah, it's long. Well, he's up
And it's
front
hot.
with the front of the line.
He's cutting.
I always let her push the button for me.
Which button?
Just push.
This button right there.
Nope. This
Well,
16. That's good. That's it. Don't do it again.
I love that.
What did you think was gonna explode?
Because it's what?
doing big math. 28 times 30. Show me how you work this out. What's your name? I don't think they've seen you before. Say it again. McKenna.
She's my
This
friend.
is McKenna.
Yeah, she's my best
They
friend.
go to school together. Okay, show me how you do this.
I don't know. She never did it.
You never done it before?
I never done
No?
it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I just like
Okay,
figured it out.
alright, we won't make you camera shy. We're gonna load it up and call it a day. 'Cause